Welcome to
Morning, man.
episode 11.
11,
11.
Roman numeral 1 1.
Yep, 1 1. Um, welcome to the episode 11 of the I'd Hit That podcast. That's Mikey over there. I'm Ant, and hope that you join us for some sports and jocularity. Jo-
Jocularity.
jocularity.
Just a bunch of jocks over here doing
Yeah,
some
man.
jocularity.
Yeah. So how you like my this is my outside outdoor living space.
I was going to say, that's nice. Is that a baby grand back there? That's nice.
Yeah, it's a
It's
baby.
real. Yeah, that's
baby.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what you got going on over there. It's almost like I wouldn't even want to breathe in that room. It's
Yo, man,
nice.
yo, Ray Charles I bought that from fucking Nashville. Ray Charles used to play that shit. My man was like,
Uh huh.
he's like,
America. Oh, America. Every now and again, every now and again, he'd miss the microphone. America. Oh, America, my eye. Rest in
where's
peace
my
for.
where's my heroin? Well,
I didn't even see it. Shit.
he's playing and they're just shooting him up between his toes and shit.
That poor man. That poor. Hey, Ray. Ray. So
Here's
bad.
your vitamins, Ray.
You
Or
ain't
is
gonna see, but
maybe it's
you ain't
Jamie
gonna
Foxx.
see, but you're gonna feel high, huh?
Maybe it's Jamie Foxx.
Oh,
Jamie Foxx play him.
inflate your chest with metrics. He says, whatever,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. Well,
So it's that time of year. This to me, this is the best time of year. This is the best sports time of the
yo,
year. I don't
last
care
night.
about,
Last night was
huh?
a Philly beatdown, huh? Last night.
So let me tell you something. So given the whole gist of like what season we're in, right?
Right.
Baseball's coming down to the wire. Football just started. Hockey hasn't started yet.
Oh,
Let's see what else we got.
basketball.
College basketball hasn't started yet. Camp's
Yep.
opening soon. College is in
Hmm.
full swing. It's just a good time, And who would have thought that that today on September 14th that we're going to actually be sitting here talking about meaningful New York baseball with
I
everything
mean,
else going on.
seriously meaningful, like playoff shit right
Seriously,
now. Yeah.
like if the season ended today, the Mets are playing 163 games.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. So last night was a beatdown. I lightly called it. I thought that they were gonna give Nola a run for his money. He got what he gave up 5 runs against Miami in the outing before, so he's on a little shaky. But hey, this team, bro, they're full of dogs. You know,
Um,
they're full of dogs.
I never liked Nola anyway. Nola's not worth that contract.
I never thought he was worth the contract either. But when you're talking about a team having the success that it's having this year, and the guy's got what 170 strikeouts. I mean,
Uh, I,
he, he's good.
Another guy who I felt the same way about a few years ago, where they would always call him like Ace or Big Game James is James Shield. I
James
never
Shields.
thought that guy was any good,
I thought he was
and
halfway decent when he was in Tampa, but that was about it, though.
that was it. He
Yeah,
stunk with KC and
yeah. He
San
never really,
Diego. He
he never
sucked.
really, he never really found his place. If you think about it,
He was never
he
that
really didn't.
good.
No, but
David Price, another guy. David Price.
well, David Price. David,
Ah,
David Price was a good pitcher. He was a good pitcher. Come on, bro. He was a good pitcher. Boston, Tampa Bay. I mean, he was decent. But let's not get away from the task at hand here. I thought
okay.
if we were gonna have a game that we were gonna lose, it was gonna be last night. And I thought that was going to set the tone for the entire series. But lo and behold, the New York Metropolitans set the tone for the whole series by
Yes.
dropping 11 runs, and the
Yep.
Phillies using what 6 pitchers.
Hmm.
I mean, that was a bad enough first game for a late game series in your division that you could possibly have by the Philadelphia Phillies. And it's probably all because they wore those horrific uniforms.
Oh God, those things are ugly. Wow.
Oh, bro, those things are disgusting.
Awful.
Ugh, I mean, they look like they were free. And if you like them, keep them. But they look fucking horrible.
Yo,
Ugh.
our softball uniforms are way better than that shit.
I would, you know what? You're absolutely right. I would much rather wear our softball uniforms than wear that.
Shit.
I'd much
Yeah,
rather wear one of those net shirts, those half net shirts, than wear what the hell they were wearing yesterday. Those things are god awful.
terrible, man.
Oh,
But,
those are City Connects, right?
I'm going to assume that that's what that was. Yes.
Those are atrocious,
Yeah.
and their play last night showed it. But
They should City connect that shit to a dumpster because
that should be the City Disconnects.
yeah, disconnect.
Shit. Those things are fucking atrocious. My goodness. But last night's game, I mean, you really couldn't ask for more. You know, Quintana, who's arguably your weak link out of who you have right now. I mean, the guy came in and he was lights out.
Yeah, I want to bring up a few points about the Met pitching now.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice,
Mm-hmm.
for a while now they've been going with a strict 5-man rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which means that your best pitchers get to pitch more.
And
which
they
is
have
the way it should be. Also, these guys now are getting into the 7th inning and 8th inning, and you're getting 6, 7, 8 strong from these guys. And that's because it's a 5-man rotation. A 6-man rotation does not work.
No.
It throws everybody off. And these guys, and this is Dylan said this to me the other day, and I totally agree with him. These guys should be able to throw 100 to at least 100 to 120 pitches every game. Every game. Instead of look, yesterday, what's this guy? Kumar Rocker? He started, right? What is how old is that guy? He's got to be about 25 by now. Right? First major league start. Big strong guy. They take him out after 74 pitches. Why? I don't
injury
understand.
history. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I don't know.
But if you let these guys pitch like Mendoza's doing, then guess what? That's the result. I don't want to hear shit about when Singer comes back next year, 6-man rotation.
Let them do what they're supposed to do. They're pitchers. Pitch. You got one job.
100%.
All right, go out there. You don't have to bat. You don't have to get up there and put a bat in your hands.
Nope.
You know, your job is to go out there and pitch. That's all you have to do. You don't have to run the bases. You don't have to do nothing. Yeah. So just go out there and just pitch. And you're absolutely right. I would like to see maybe not 120 pitches every outing because these guys overtrain as is. And that's why you have all the injuries you're having. You didn't see all these injuries until, you know, more recent when guys were out there, you know, doing all these workouts to stay loose. And I mean, and these are like strenuous workouts that are going to cut your career in half. Yeah. I mean, how many, you know, shoulder injuries and Tommy John injuries and UCLs and all this nonsense that you see, blisters. How many injuries did you see before 20 years ago?
Right.
Every once in a while, but these guys were going out there and they were throwing 120 pitches. Johan Santana was on the mound throwing 118 pitches
all the time.
An outing. Exactly. You know, take a guy like who's the other knuckleballer we had? R.A. Dickey's going out there. I mean,
Dickey.
You know, I mean, and take a guy like was it last year we had guy just went to the Phillies. Jeez. I can't remember his name. Taijuan Walker. I mean, the guy was at 60 pitches by the 3rd inning, but I mean, you know, he was able to go out there and throw. El Duque had a rubber arm. The guy was pitching every 3 days.
Yep.
I mean, now, you know, he's at 74 pitches and he appears to be laboring. Well, stop throwing 98 pitches in a bullpen session the day before you're supposed to start.
Yeah, stop teaching these guys to throw as hard as they can for as long as they can. And that will stop.
That's not working. You know, go back to a finesse pitcher where his sinker's not 98 miles an hour. You know, look at this kid last week threw a $105, 105 miles an hour. I'm saving that for once an inning. Here it comes. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-2 count. It's coming. Hit it.
Shit if you can. Yeah.
Exactly. You hit it, you can name it. That's it. I'm not throwing 105 miles an hour every pitch. It's fucking ridiculous. So, but to get back to your point, yeah, I fully agree with you. I think the 5-man rotation is a lot better. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's one of those things in the baseball lore you don't mess with. Like 6-man rotation, you got to have a real serious situation to go to a 6-man rotation. But if you can't go out there as a pitcher, especially a pitcher, like these guys are professionals who are throwing, piss missiles, there's no reason why you can't. There's no reason why you can't throw every 5 days.
I agree.
And it's not going to be every 5 days because you're going to have a travel day. Okay, you're bound to have a rain out. You're bound to have a short. I mean, suck it up and pitch. But I agree with you. I think since they went back to the 5-man rotation, Mets pitchers have been getting into the 6th, 7th, even 8th innings consistently, saving the bullpen, and that's exactly why we're at where we're at right now. I mean, have we been hitting? Yeah, they're hitting, but
yesterday, not in the Blue Jay series, but yesterday, yes.
Well, Blue Jay series they decided to hit, but in the 9th inning, they put up the 6th spot. So I get it, But I mean, when did you ever think we could watch the Mets and it's like Alonso gets up and you don't even care what he does because we're already up by 6 runs?
Let me tell you something. I'm so glad he hit that home run yesterday. I was like, you know what?
He needed it.
Belt one. Just belt one off this Clemens dude.
Yeah. Just because his last name is Clemens. Fuck him. Hit it.
I was like, belt one. I was like, I ain't apologizing for that shit, man.
I'm not apologizing. It's a game. I'm going to play the game. I'm going to get up. I'm going to hit the ball. I don't give a shit what the score is.
Yeah.
How many times have the Mets been up 7-0? The Mets lose a heartbreaker 9-8.
Of course. Yeah. We've seen that.
Fucking kidding? Hit the ball. Do your job. You want a contract? That's why you're going to get a contract, not because you pick and choose when you want to hit. Come on. I think Mendoza's doing a good job.
He's growing on me as a fucking manager, man.
He's not really growing on me yet. I feel like he's too quiet. Like I forget he's there half the time. Like who's the Mets manager again?
Yeah.
Is it Jeremy Hefner? Like
you know what I mean? Luis Rojas.
Right? Cookie Rojas. He's got no. I feel like he's got to work on his identity. It's his first year. He's gonna get G'd. He won't get anything. No one will talk about him getting manager of the year.
Oh, I think he's gonna win manager of the year.
I don't think so.
I think he is.
Nah, I don't think so. They'll give it to somebody else.
Well, now we got to worry about Lindor, and they brought up Acuna.
Mm-hmm.
So my assumption, I don't think you're going to see Lindor today. What a stupid base running move yesterday, not sliding. I mean,
yeah, but dumb. I think he tweaked his back either on that.
Yeah,
I think it was the double fault where he hit his foot.
Yeah,
I think he fucked up his back then, or when he was rounding first base. But they were also saying that don't look into it too much because if the score was tied, he would have stayed in the game.
He would have stayed in the game, right?
Right.
I assume he's not going to start today. You're going to see probably see Acuna, and you'll see Iglesias play short.
Yeah,
and,
probably.
I mean, did it Lindor chop off one of his fingers in L.A. and didn't miss a game? Who's playing?
I think he showed up like this.
He was going like this. He's like, oh, let's see.
Hey, Francisco, you're missing a couple of fingers, bro.
That's okay. I had 10, now I have 8.
That's okay. Don't they do this? Hey? Okay, what happened? I had the answer, now I got the answer. What happened? Come on, otra vez. There they go again. Give me a contract. Oh, shit. I don't know. But
let's see what happens. I don't know. They're probably going to send down DJ Stewart. That's I don't know. I didn't see the transaction. Man, I just heard.
What are Mets fans going to sit there and say, I didn't even see that one coming. They sent down DJ Stewart. My God.
Come on. He was hot.
Come on. Fucking go take some Ozempic, DJ. You're getting fat.
Ridiculous. Here's the other thing that I got a question about Mendoza. So they played Boston, right?
Yep.
JD Martinez did not play any of those games because his wife decided she wanted to push out a puppy, right?
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't wait. But all right, what are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
He misses those 3 games. Comes back. I guess he plays 1 or 2 games, and didn't he sit him in Toronto? He sat him. Well, why are you sitting? He just missed 3 games. sat
Jade,
in,
he didn't. No, he didn't sit the whole series. I think he only sat a
no,
game.
no, no, but he's still sat. Why is he sitting a game? He's a DH. He should not be sitting. Not now.
I don't know.
There's, what, 15 games, 16 games left? He's got to
I
play
get
every
it.
game.
I get it. There's 14 left now. But yeah, I get it. I
JD
don't. I don't know.
Martinez, did he play last night?
Yeah, he played last night.
He did.
Pretty sure he played last night. I can double check, but I'm pretty sure. I'm
Tyrone
pretty sure.
Taylor, Bader, Nimmo, Winker played.
That's
Winker
right. Winker.
DH.
Winker
JD
DH, and he.
Martinez did not
That's
play.
right, because I was like Winker. Don't be the only fucking schmuck not to get a base
He
hit on
got
this
the
team.
hit.
And then he broke that hit into and then he got that base hit. So that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is big for them. I mean, if they get in reality with their schedule, they earned it. And
I think especially with the end of the season schedule.
yeah.
With you got a home and home with the Phillies to end the season. You got Atlanta coming up, and then what do you got?
Yep.
Milwaukee, and then
Milwaukee.
I think
Washington next. Washington next, then
and
Philly.
that's the series. That's the series I'm going to be worried about is that Washington series because they're going to sweep Philly, and then they're going to get swept by Washington.
Yeah.
And people are going to say, "Oh, that was quick. Oh, 6 games left, 2 games behind the Braves."
We could have gone to one of those Philly games if I was in New York, but
it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'll be back September 29th. I'll be back. So
all right, a couple more weeks. Be good to have you back.
Yeah, we could definitely have.
Yeah, for sure. But so let me ask you, as a lifelong Met fan, like we've both been, we've both seen our fair share of bullshit. What's your gut feeling? Do you think that we finish strong and we make the postseason, or do you think we take it all the way to the end and we miss out?
I think that sometimes these teams have like magic dust sprinkled on them. Like remember Colorado all those years ago? They didn't win. I believe they went to the World Series. Like certain teams have, which just everything breaks for them, and it's happening to the Mets right now.
Yeah, it is. But it doesn't last the full season in baseball, though. That shit could be over.
Yes.
What if it was like a week too soon?
That's fair. That's fair.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yep, of course. In the back of my head, me too. But they're fun to watch right now. Now,
they are.
I wanted to strangle Alex Young yesterday, who just how do you come in to an 11 run lead and you can't throw a strike? Just throw nothing but fastballs.
But you just said it though. It messes with their psyche. It's just like when a closer comes in and it's 7-0 and the score ends up being 7-4.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no sense of urgency. It's like, all right, let me just go out here and do my thing. 3 outs, we're out of here. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I got 2 guys on base. Oh, there's 2 runs in. I'm at 32 pitches. Holy shit! I'm gonna take a dream game and I'm gonna get yoked and I'm gonna make this last. That's exactly why that shit happens. And the Mets always do that shit. They've always done it. But fucking Benitez comes
last night, that guy, I want to kick the shit out of him.
Yeah. I knew that was it, though. I was like, all right, 11-3. I turned it off. I was like, I don't even want to see the last out. I turned it out with 2 outs. I'm like, they're going to win, whatever. But, Benitez has done it. Billy Wagner did it.
Yeah.
So many of those closers.
They all do it. It's just that you can't watch every inning of every game of every team. So you don't see it. You just see basically your team.
Yeah. And you know what, though? We've won 12 out of our last 14. As it sits right now, we're still a game up on Atlanta.
Yeah. Arizona lost yesterday.
So now we're a game behind Arizona, I think, or a game and a half.
And the Padres won. So.
Okay. I think the Padres
your boy DeGrom came back last night, huh?
Yeah, so I saw it. He looked pretty good.
I don't give a shit, man. But I don't hate, but it irks me when these people are like, come on, you got to cheer for DeGrom. He gave us a lot of good years. I don't give a shit. He's not on my team.
Yeah, exactly. He's not on the fucking team anymore. I'm not going to cheer for him. I don't.
The reality is, Maria has a really nice DeGrom jersey. And matter of fact, you got it for her. And
Did I?
I don't let her use it. Like,
Yeah.
do not wear that jersey. It's not on the team
Get
anymore.
get it signed one day when he comes back for Alzheimer's Day.
Maybe. I'll
You
tell
know.
you what, real quick about DeGrom, because
Hmm.
we never, we started this well after he left. So
Hmm.
DeGrom, to me, yes, there's no game like Game 5 against the Dodgers 9 years ago, but he had nothing in that game.
Oh, in 2015.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And to
agree.
watch him pitch through those 6 innings
Hmm.
was unbelievable.
Hmm.
That's what a pitcher does.
Yep. And let me tell you
Now,
something. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, let's fast forward to the year before he left, right? He's hurt and all
Uh huh.
that stuff,
Uh
allegedly,
huh.
because I don't really think he was hurt. I think he milked that because just think
Whatever.
then spring training, he's warming up and the writers, they come up to me, hey Jake, how'd that bullpen session feel? And he goes, yeah, I'm opting out. Like every every answer of his was, hey, how's your family doing? Yeah, I'm gonna be opting out. Like every answer was, I'm
That
opting
sandwich
out.
from where'd you get that sandwich from? The place on 38th and 12th. I'm opting out.
I'm opting out. Yeah,
It's like,
like
yeah,
everything.
thanks.
So that
Whatever.
that
You know what?
annoyed me about him.
We
And then
squeezed all the juice we could out of him. I mean, I think the guy was really hurt. I mean,
I don't.
the Mets
I
aren't gonna.
think I think he felt, if I do this and I pitch 10, 12 games and I pitch really well, I'm going to
Hmm.
get paid. If I pitch and I have a shit year,
Hmm.
I'm going to lose money.
Yeah, but
I'd rather pitch 10 or 12 games and try to be really
yeah, but
good.
bro, but you're talking about like a pitcher who didn't have a bad year. Degrom was either Jacob Degrom or he was hurt. So he never had like, oh, here comes Degrom. There's something wrong with him. He sucked.
But
No,
what
either
happens if he
he
was
was
hurt the
he
whole
was
year? See, he wasn't hurt the whole. I don't know. There's just something
he was
about it that irks me. Maybe I'm
he was
wrong.
hurt.
Maybe I'm an asshole. I
Nah,
am. We all know that.
but
But
we don't know. But we really don't know. All we know is what they tell us, right? So Jake DeGrom's not going to sit there and be like, I really got to tell the people what's wrong. They deserve to know. No, they don't deserve to know. That's your business. Baseball's a sport that you play. That's your job. You go out there. When you're on the field, that's when we deserve to know everything. Not when you're home hurt. I don't give a shit what's wrong with you. I could care less. But he pisses me off because we had this guy, and if he really wanted to be a Met and he knew he could be a Met, that they had faith in him and the fan base. I mean, that guy could do no wrong, and he just packs up and just goes. So
yeah,
now he's pitching. He's pitching for the first time since what, the very beginning of 2023 when he
yeah.
got hurt.
April 28th, 2023, something like that.
Yeah. Guess what? He's not on our payroll. I don't give a shit. I
No,
don't
that's right.
care.
I don't.
And if he was on our payroll, we'd still have a suspect arm to worry about. Juan Soto would never be in the conversation for next year. Okay. None of these pitchers that are coming up would be in the conversation for next year. We'd be. There's no way.
Do you want Juan Soto next year?
Who wouldn't want Juan Soto? Why? Fuck, of course I want Juan Soto on this team. Are you kidding? Is that a
I do
question?
want him, but at what cost?
Please,
Like,
at what cost?
dude,
Steve Cohen's pockets are deeper than the fucking Rio Grande.
always, man.
Stop.
Yeah, look how many guys come here. You don't like
Yeah, but
Santander? I like Santander.
for what though? Are
For
you still
what?
bargain shopping?
Uh, it's more of a bargain than Soto.
But for what? Yeah, but this was the bridge, right? We're not going to talk about it for an hour, but this
Right.
this was the bridge. This was the bridge year. You
Hmm.
don't go from a bridge year to shopping at Kohl's for fucking pitchers anymore. All right, you're going to go and you're going to get or hitters or whatever, but you're gonna get the best that's out there because you can.
No, you're going to try to get the best that's out there.
Yeah, and they will. And if you fail, okay, yeah, you think I'm not going to take Santander? Of course I'm going to take the guy. Of course.
I
But I'm
rather,
not going to.
think I
But I'm not going
rather.
to set. I'm not going to set the bar at him.
Okay,
For what?
let's change this up a little bit.
Hmm.
Let's make it. Let's say Pete's gone, right? Pete leaves.
Okay, which is a very good possibility.
Could happen.
Yeah,
Now, do you want Santander?
I want Santander and I want Soto.
And that's fair. But
Yeah,
I'd
but
rather
yeah,
have
but I would be
Santander
happy.
and
Well,
Corbin Burns.
but who wouldn't?
Okay, so So
Who would?
Soto, him and his
But let's
shuffle,
be
he could
let's
shuffle
let's
his
be
ass somewhere else.
let's also be realistic though. Who
Yeah.
who who most likely who are we going to end up with next year? That
Pete.
wise.
Pete.
But who else? I think he's going to be on the roster. But who else? Who are they going to
I'm not
sign?
shitting on Pete because I really don't want Pete to go. You
I
see
don't
those
want Pete to
plays he
go.
made. Those plays he made last night were unbelievable.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I don't want Pete to go. Did you see him in the field? And how
Unreal.
crazy is it? At one point, he was listed by all the scouts as a defensive liability.
Uh, I'm gonna say something about that real quick.
You don't want this kid. Can't play the field.
Right, right. But if you, I read the rags, right,
Hmm.
and I
Hmm.
like John Heyman and Joel. I'm such a Yankee fan. Sherman.
Hmm.
Um, they are so into metrics, so they'll say, well, to the naked eye, Pete Alonso is a pretty good fielder, but his
Hmm.
defensive metrics are not that good. What are
Hmm.
defensive metrics? They're made up stats. They're made up. You can't
Yeah,
see them. I
yeah,
see that he saves these guys on the field all the time, scooping all their shit, Lindor included.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he does well.
Is he a great first baseman?
I think
Maybe
it's.
not
I think it's.
great, but
I think
he's
he's. He's.
very
I think he's.
good.
What's to stop him from being great though?
Right.
I think he's a very great first baseman.
I think he's excellent.
I
I
think
don't
if you take away him and Lindor, I mean, who's your infield? Fuck Jeff McNeil.
Iglesias and Vientos. You got holes at short and first. Those are easy
No,
hits.
yeah, but you know, I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying. I think Pete will be on the roster next year, but unfortunately, I don't think we'll get Soto. I don't think we'll get Santander. I think we'll end up going with somebody like a Cody Bellinger. You'll see him on the team. I could see the Mets doing that, 100%.
I think that there's a I sent you the link to Hector's watch along last night. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
saw it,
Mm-hmm.
but
I didn't know.
so I
I
was
didn't get it. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
no, it's you watch he watches the game, and as he's watching the game, he has this chat. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I know.
cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't been able to do it. It
Yeah.
is pretty cool
So
concept.
so I I was saying on that
Hmm.
that I think this you're going to have a very different team next year. I think Marte is going to be gone. I think Meneil's going to be gone. I don't think
Agreed.
Bader's going to be there. Um, Pete may not be there, and
Martin. What about Martinez? I think JD Martinez will
I
be
think
there.
Jadon Martinez he's going to be gone too.
You think
And
so?
yeah, and
Hmm.
I think I don't think they're going to sign both Manaya and Severino. I think it's going to be one of them.
I think it'll be Mania.
I would take Manaya. I don't have a problem with Severino being back.
I don't have a problem with Severino being back either, but I mean, I feel like this year, like you're seeing his last gasp. Like he's pitching like Severino. I think if he comes back next year, he'll be a shell of who he was.
He's going to be
Honestly,
Shitterino,
Se-
Suckerino.
Severino,
No,
no.
no.
So, but I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, all I know is touching back. I'm enjoying the ride.
Yep.
When the water level rises or just goes back to where it was, I think we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I think if the Mets get into the playoffs, I think that they're going to create a problem for some teams, and we'll see. I'd love in a perfect world for the Mets to come into the NL playoffs and end up beating the Dodgers. I mean,
I don't know who they beat. I couldn't give a shit if they beat the Staten Island team from the Little League World Series. Give a shit.
I don't
Just
care if they
win.
beat Chinese Taipei.
Don't
Fucking
care.
do it. Just do it. So we'll see. Mets first pitch was it today? 4:45.
No,
45.
1:30 they play.
Is it 1:30?
1:30, man.
Oh, 4:40.
We're the lead in to the Met. This is the
Welcome,
pregame show.
welcome to today's pregame show.
Hi,
Dadgummit pregame
hi,
show. Pregame.
I'm Gary Apple. I'm Gary. Trying to get a Gary Apple with
That's right.
Todd's
I'm Kevin
deal.
and Kevin Burkhardt, who's just completely just mad because I'm not in the booth and I'll never be in the booth.
And somehow
Thanks,
Tony
thanks,
Albert
Kevin.
came in here. Kenny Albert.
How? Yeah.
Yes.
You got Keith Hernandez. Oh, Kev, how's the rain out there? Oh, right in the Boilermaker. You see that, Gare? Yeah, I saw it, Ronnie. I saw it. Where's your clothes? Put it in the dryer. Mets win. Man,
Oh man.
I'm gonna miss those guys. Over analyzing all the time. It's like, shut the
Yo,
fuck
man.
up.
Gary Cohen's he lost a little bit off that fastball, man. He'd be
Gary?
messing up like Gary Cohen be messing up like crazy, man. Hell yeah.
I don't know.
He got that thing. What's that thing he got on his face, man? Besides, like he got like
I don't know. I didn't see it. He's got a
yeah,
growth.
yo, you can't miss it, man. It looks like a goiter. Goiter.
That's his undeveloped brother, Larry.
Like,
Larry Cohen.
does he have to pay for an extra seat on an airplane for that shit?
They're like, hey, what's on your face? That's
What's
my
on your
brother.
face? Well, you gotta pay.
Well, I'm Gary, and that's Larry. He never matured after birth, but he's got teeth and hair. You can see it right there.
You have a Siamese twin on his neck and shit.
You just hear, put it in the box. Who said that? That was Larry. Larry said that.
Yeah, well, if Larry has carry-on baggage, he's got to pay for it.
It's neck and neck. Oh man, they're the best in the business. I really can't. I can't harp on those guys. Even though Keith Hernandez was a complete dick to me in Philadelphia long back in 2006. What an asshole, and I hate him for that forever.
Tell us that story. Tell us that story, Mikey.
So 2006, Citizens Bank Park was fairly brand new. The Mets were just destroying everybody in 06. That's the year that they won a division. And I went to watch them play, and I'm sitting there and I see the guys were right behind the booth. We're right in front of the booth. So I'm like, Keith, I'm like, sign my ball. He goes, we're on the air. We're on the air. And he's pointing to his microphone.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm sorry, So in between innings, I get up. I'm like, Keith, I'm like, can you sign my ball? Can you sign my ball? He goes, and he goes like this, and he points. I'm like, what a fucking dick. You see me wearing a Mets jersey. I probably drove here from New York all the way to Philadelphia to watch you play. You're really being that way to the home, like to the Mets fans. So we actually had to connect, and we walk out. We go inside the hallway, and he's coming out of the booth. He sees us, and he fucking makes a beeline, bro. He couldn't have lay. There was fire where he ran. He didn't want anything to do with anybody. What a jerk! I swear to God, what a jerk! And for that. Whatever, bro. Whatever.
Never meet your heroes, Mikey. Never meet your heroes.
It's just, I was like dejected. I'm like, holy shit, this guy was a real dick. Like, I just want you to sign my ball. Like, you really couldn't have signed my baseball. Like, what an asshole.
I don't fanboy over people. I think they should be happy to meet me. Fuck them. I don't give a shit.
Oh boy, Ronnie, I heard of this guy, Anthony Landy, is it? From upstate New York. He's in the booth today. Hey, Anthony, how's it going?
I'll be the kid caster. That means the kid caster.
Hit the second, throws the first for one, home run, Mets win. Like, these kids, what the fuck are they even talking about? These poor kids,
Actually, the kid this year was pretty good.
I did see the kid this year. Yeah, he was pretty good. He was pretty good.
But they also inning. They never did that before. It was always a half inning. So they gave him a full inning, and the first half inning,
of the ball.
They kind of got to they got to know him, and then the second half they let him do his thing. He was very good. The kid last was not good. I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't care, man. It's the truth, man.
He was nervous.
He was unprepared, man. Kid was unprepared.
Whatever. He's still a kid.
The kid was good.
I get it. Yeah. I mean, how about watching some of these guys and they're unprepared?
Oh,
you know what I mean? So
you know who's unprepared, Mikey?
Who?
Us.
Yeah, but that's the best part. We just come in here and we just do what we do when we're talking without a camera. Who cares?
Oh shit!
What you didn't stick to the script?
Yeah.
Why are you talking about Gary Cohen's goiter?
I told you
talking about his.
At the 25-minute mark, I told you, man, we'll get
I told you
switched.
34:58. We talk about his goiter for 13 seconds and we end it.
Well, I say we touch on the Jets real quick since they did open last
The
week or this week, last week, whatever.
Jets. Same old Jets. Yep. Let's touch on the Jets.
I'm not going to
I
sit here and say I
mean,
watched the whole game. I didn't watch the whole game. I was watching the Mets mostly. I did watch
I watched
on and off.
I watched the whole game,
Mhm.
just because it was the opener, so I had to. If I had one takeaway, I think Aaron Rodgers played well. I think his receivers played like absolute dog shit, minus Garrett Wilson, who did have a key drop though. They all had key drops. Lazard had a key
Oh,
drop. Wilson
Lazard
had a
had
key
the
drop.
one right in the beginning. Lazard,
That was that, and that was a
it was
backbreaker.
huge.
That changed the entire
I
possession,
thought
and
so,
it
and
changed the entire
I
half.
didn't even watch the whole game. And after he dropped, I was like, oh shit, here we
Yeah.
go.
No, I watched it. Even Brees Hall had a draw. I mean, it's just like, come on, man. Brees Hall had the fumble. It's like,
Yep.
listen, I get it. It's game one, and you're playing the defending NFC champions who were, favored to go back to the Super Bowl this year. I get it. But if I had to come away with one takeaway or take away one thing, it is that this defense, as of right now, with or without Hassan Reddick, is
Mhm.
grossly overrated. Way overrated. This
I'm
defense
not going
is.
to say that after one game, but I can
I'm gonna.
understand
I'm gonna.
why.
I'm gonna say it. There was guys. I don't. You had no CMC, so you like the Jets did what the Jets do best. They made some freaking backup running back look like fucking Joe Brown,
Mhm.
Jim Brown. Uh, there was guys open all night. The middle of the field was open. There was no pressure. They got no sacks. I mean, what do you guys do? This new vaunted defense with this front four, in the secondary, the killer bees. Like, are you fuck? They look like apps. They look like it was the second game of the preseason, and that's
I,
how they
I
stayed. That was
I
there
have to
was no
disagree with
energy,
one thing. I have to
no energy.
disagree with one thing you said
For what?
about them making that running back look like Jim Brown. Because if they did make him look like Jim Brown, would have been good. Because Jim Brown's dead.
Which is
That
why
dude couldn't run the ball if he was dead.
my point was, if Jim Brown's corpse was on the field, he would have still gotten 85 rushing yards.
Oh man,
How's that one?
yeah, that's
That
okay.
defense, C.J. Mosley once again a step behind. I mean, the guy made a couple of good plays. I watched the entire game, snap to snap, or whistle to whistle. They looked just completely like dog shit. I was like, wow, this looks like an '07, '05, Jets defense. Like they look like they look horrible.
I'm
And if that's the
surprised.
way
I'm
that
surprised you weren't hanging out with Dylan for that game.
he never comes over, I ask him all the time, "You coming over?" No, I can't. Next time. You know. But he calls me like the day of a Met game. You want to go to the Met game today?
He
I
does
can't
that.
go.
He
Yeah,
does that.
but if the defense is going to play that way, it's going to be a very long season. And if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm done after this year. I'm not playing for a team like that. So
I'm
what do you do now? What do you do now? Do you make signing Hassan Reddick? I mean, an imperative move because it's clearly the guy just wants to get paid more than he wants to be a Jet. How do you handle
Yeah,
that?
I agree with that. I agree with that assessment. Yep. I, um, First of all, I think this guy's not the coach for them. He's he's not the coach.
You don't
Um,
think Salah
nah.
now?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think he should have been coaching this year, but I understand why he's
Well, you need an
coaching.
offense. You need an offensive-minded head coach. The Jets made that mistake with so many defensive-minded head coaches. It just
Yeah.
never worked. Unless you got to take a guy like Adam Gase, who
Yeah.
wasn't he wasn't minded at all. The guy
Yeah,
had
he
no
was
idea what he was doing. But
zero minded. He was zero
Rex,
minded. Yeah.
Rex Ryan tried to, push the defense on the offense. Rex
Mhm.
Ryan, you know, it was all about him in the end because of the defense and this and that and the third. And, I mean, Robert Saleh, he's another defensive guy coming and take a guy like Eric Mangini, defensive minded guy coming. It's just
Mhm.
like, give me a guy who wants to score 55 points a game. You mean to tell me you're going to have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, who is a generational quarterback on your team for at least 2 seasons, if he can stay healthy, and you're not going to take advantage of that and throw the ball fucking 60 times a game? What's wrong with you?
You know who would be a good coach for this team, even though he is coaching in the league? Um, Somebody like Sean Payton. Sean Payton would be a good coach for the Jets.
I don't like a retread, though. I mean, I get it, but I don't like these old guys who come in. It's like they're used to coaching the way that they're coaching, and it doesn't matter who they have. I mean, that's why they all fail. I mean, I don't care. You say what you want about Mike Tomlin. The guy's one of the greatest, coaches ever. Okay, that's all well and good, but I mean, if you don't give the guy the personnel, he's not going to make magic anymore. The guy had Ben Roethlisberger and Jerome Bettis for fucking 10 years.
Yeah, but they're very consistent team, man. I have to give them that. And
he had the Pouncies. Who's consistent? Pittsburgh.
yes.
Oh yeah, that's great. Be consistent, but be consistent and win titles. Be consistent
Has he won? He hasn't won one, has he?
who?
Tomlin.
Yeah, I think Tomlin has one or two. I'm pretty sure after Cowher left, he had one or two. He came in. I'm pretty sure he does that he's got one. I'll look it up in a second, but regardless,
I can look it up right now.
But I mean, yeah, the guy, how many? And everyone's talking about, the Jets lost. They're 0-1, not starting the season. How many times have the Jets won a game against like a fledgling team on opening day? Like the Bengals when they didn't have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Right.
Their quarterback was what's his name? Who was the Red Rifle? Andy. The hell was his name? Well, whatever.
Bottom line is Dalton.
Yeah, and the Jets win the first game of the year like 28-6, and you're like, this is the year. Did you see how good they played? Only to lose the next 4 games. So you played the San Francisco 49ers in game 1. They made you look absolutely stupid. Stupid. Brandon Ayuk was open all day. All day. Okay? I mean, everybody was open.
And that dude just signed. He didn't even go through training camp or anything.
No.
He just came off the street.
Seriously, pretty much. So I think, again, just to reiterate, I think that this defense needs a wake-up call. I think that tomorrow is going to be the perfect opportunity for them. They should beat Tennessee, which is Tennessee has always been like, but I mean, if you're gonna come in here and you're gonna lose to who's their quarterback? Shit, I'm drawing complete blanks right now. Oh, what was it, Will Levis? I mean, if you're gonna come in here, you're gonna let Will Levis throw for 315 yards. You know what, Ulbricht, you don't even come back with the team. You're done.
Yeah, that's the dude from Kentucky, right? Levis.
Will Levis, yeah, like he was a rookie last year. Yeah. But I mean, it's like if you're gonna let they have no running game. They have all their weapons are gone. You got D-Hop. I mean, you have nobody. So I think tomorrow's a perfect bounce back game. I could see the Jets winning that game like 24-13, 27-14, something like that. And then you build from there, and then you got a short turnaround. You got to come back on Thursday night against the two-less, Dolphins. So who knows? But I think the first game, the only thing that's keeping me right now from panicking is the fact that we did play the 49ers.
Yo, fucking Purdy. That fucking Purdy, man.
System. It's a good system
to run. I understand. And he runs it perfectly, and he doesn't try to do too much, but yet he does. Mm-hmm. He does his shit, man. I think he's a good quarterback, man.
Yeah, he really doesn't have to do too much, though. Look at the fucking weapons he's got, Anthony.
And he knows how to use them.
Exactly. And he's
got a great offensive coach.
Yeah, he does. McCaffrey's out again. He's out again. And fuck him because he's on my fantasy team. Oh. And I don't mean to keep looking. I'm watching Florida State get their asses kicked over here.
That's all right, man. Yo, Tomlin did win one.
Yeah, he did. I knew he won one. But look who he had. Look who he had. Look at this. You really think Tomlin's gonna freaking win with a quarterback controversy going into week 4 already? Yeah. Now that they already nabbed Russell Wilson's going to be out already for the next 2 games. So
Justin Fields, huh?
It's Justin Fields. He's the guy, but he's not the guy. No. You're not winning a Super Bowl with Justin Fields. You're not winning a Super Bowl with Russell Wilson. I don't care what you say. It's not happening. You're not going to win a Super Bowl with Najee Harris in your backfield. It's not happening. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
Maybe they'll sign Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah. If he's not having a boxing match with fucking somebody. What a loser.
Smoking weed and shit.
Le'Veon, you want to play tomorrow? Nah.
Man, I'm high.
Too high, bro. It's crazy. crazy.
I was going to, but then I got high.
I was gonna have a career, but then I got high.
We get Afro
So
Man.
yeah, Le'Veon man, Afro Bell.
Yeah.
So,
So
but so we'll see. I think they're gonna bounce back. I think that the one saving grace right now, and then I'll end it about the Jets, is that we are not the Giants, and that
yeah,
franchise is a fucking atrocity.
yeah.
They are an
I
atrocity.
watched some of that game too. Um, uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that's another guy. That coach, that dude. He's one of
Dable.
those guys that after that first season, he started to believe his own hype. You
Mm-hmm.
know. And the
Mm-hmm.
next year, he's yelling and screaming at people. He has a great defensive coordinator, but let me
Right.
alienate him because he's getting too much credit. I want some of the credit. That guy's awful, and he's going to be
Yeah.
gone after this year. You know, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter how
I
much
think.
weight he lost.
Yeah. That's that's so funny too. Like the Giants, like they're gonna clean house again for like the third time in 5 years.
Yeah, well,
How crazy is that? It all started with Saquon and trying to build a team around a running back. Stupid move number one, and then you take a pedestrian quarterback
yeah,
who's not even fucking anything, and you're going to put all your ducks in a row or all your eggs in one basket. You're going to pay him a small country, and he's fucking horseshit.
yeah.
I don't know what was worse, his contract or the freaking uniforms they wore last year or last week. They look like the fucking Montreal
They're
Canadiens.
Canadians and shit. Yeah, I was waiting for
Oh,
Ken Dryden to show up.
I was waiting to hear "Save Tokarski."
Buddy LaRock.
You know, but listen, man, I think just based on what we expect, I think we're all about. The Jets got to do better. They will. They'll have a decent season. I still think that they're now with Tua being out. The guy's probably not coming back. Uh, I think it's a two-man race in the East, and I think it's between the Jets and the Bills. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's a long season.
Yeah,
And our conversation we're having now, while it's 85 degrees out, is going to be a lot different than when it's 25 degrees out. We're in week
it is.
16.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how it goes. But,
I
yeah,
mean,
I
you
mean,
want to touch on the Yankees real quick before we do our 2 minute thing?
yeah, the Yankees, I think they're up 2 games now on Baltimore, who's just in a fucking free fall.
Yeah,
I think the Yankees, the pitching is what's going to make them. It's going to make them go. And if you don't have Garrett Cole and you don't have Cortez doing what they're supposed to be doing, then it's going to be another short postseason. I mean, last night you had to have Aaron Judge hit a grand slam for you to win.
yeah.
That shouldn't happen when you have the pitching staff you have, or the lineup you have.
How's
You
Stroman
know,
doing, by the way?
didn't Stroman just get relegated to the bullpen?
Dude, that
Didn't he?
dude just,
I think he did. Yeah,
yeah, he
yesterday.
did.
He's a fucking bum with a big mouth. I don't give a
Him,
shit about
him and
Stroman.
Cortez was crying because they threw him in the bullpen. He was like, dude, you're
Please
not
give
even
me a
going to be on the
break.
team next year. Like,
Yeah,
you're
you're really
lucky.
not. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro.
But
Whatever. The Mets gave
they,
you your opportunity to shine. You shot yourself in the foot. You
mhm.
plaxicoed yourself. Who are you going to blame now? You're
Yeah,
lucky that you've been on 2 different teams since you left the Mets.
yep,
You're a pedestrian pitcher at best. You're going to the postseason.
yep,
Just shut up and be there. Just shut up and fucking pitch.
yep. I agree.
You know. So
I agree.
whatever. Fuck them.
But
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, listen. To sum it up, season just started for the Jets. It's going to be a lot longer season for the Giants and about 26 other teams or 24 other teams. Hey, as of right now, the New York Mets are in the playoffs. The Yankees are in the playoffs. If the season
yep,
ended right now, you know, the Knicks signing more guards to sit on the bench.
yep.
I mean, these are good problems to have.
They signed a French guy, right? Chimay.
It's
Chimay.
Shamit. I mean, how boring. I would lie and be like, I'm French. It's Chimay.
Chimay.
You're like, are you going to clean your
Fournier.
car? Are you going to
Fournier
clean
Chimay.
Fournier and Chimay? You going to clean your car? Is it wet? You need a Chimay?
Yeah, Chimay.
The Weme Chimay. Oh, shit.
Oh, oops.
Sorry about that. But, yeah. But anyway. But, all right. I mean, I think we pretty much did what we had to do on this gorgeous Saturday. Touched base with a lot of things. I don't think we left off on anything
No,
except
so
for except one thing.
where's
I
Eddie?
think,
We need Eddie. Eddie got to blow that whistle.
no, you mean
Wah, wah.
I mean, what is that shit? Come on, bro. So today's 2-minute warning. We're gonna focus on the quitter, Fireman
Yeah.
Ed.
Yep.
Fucking what a yeah. It all revolves around you, Ed, and nobody even knows what you do
Buddy.
anymore.
Yeah. I
I
hate.
get the J. I don't know what
Yeah.
this is. I don't know what this is, and I don't know what this is. But you look like like you're trying to do sign language to a fucking King Kong. What are you doing, bro?
I hate that
That's our
all
mascot.
these networks feel like he represents all Jet fans, and he doesn't. Nobody
He
gives
made
a
it that
shit
way.
about that dude that quit and
Yeah,
cut out for like 3 years, right? And wasn't he? Remember, he used to be on his like his brother's shoulders or something like that,
yeah.
right?
His bro, the other Harper.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
teabagging his brother in the neck, and shit. He's just dipping his
and,
balls
and
right,
he's going.
right into his neck. He's just teabagging him.
Fucking what a
Ah,
loser! I just hate that he made it all about him. Like nobody gives a
sweaty
fuck.
ass balls and shit.
Yeah. Like what do you think? You're dancing, Larry? Like people came to the game to see you.
Ah,
You
fucking fool.
fucking like brush your teeth. You
Yeah.
fucking mope. Christ, what a fucking turnip. Anyway,
Uh,
but I
but yes,
mean,
he's the target.
yeah. So I mean, I heard that Fireman Ed from time to time. I heard he wears Spanx, but they're from Fanatics. Yeah, yeah. He gets the discount.
Uh,
Did you hear anything?
I heard a Fireman Ed uses a cheat sheet to spell Jets. Jets.
I heard the real reason why he quit was because he thought Taylor Swift was going to be at all Monday night football games at MetLife Stadium.
I
Yeah.
heard that Fireman Ed wears Miami Dolphin underwear to Jet games.
Oh, bro. It's funny you say that because I heard that he has an Adam Gaze tattoo on the inside of his thigh. But when Adam Gaze coached the Dolphins. And that's why he has to sit on his brother's shoulders because he chafes.
He don't want to fuck up the tattoo.
Adam Gaze always looks like he's got bad skin on the inside of his leg.
Rosacea.
Adam Gaze, stop chafing.
He's got bad rosacea.
Rosacea. You got rosacea, boy? What's the matter with you? You got rosacea?
Oh my god. Crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes gaze.
Gaze.
Fucking loser.
All right. Whose turn? Your turn?
Your turn.
I just went. Oh, that
What'd
was
you
one
say?
of yours? Oh, all right. I heard Fireman Ed wanted to move to Tampa, but Buccaneers was too hard to spell.
Jay.
Fuck.
The Juccaneers, because he only knows how to say J first. On a good note, I heard that Fireman Ed had a more productive career on the Jets than Hassan Reddick.
Gotta tell you, that is true.
That is true.
That is true. It is a fact.
That's a fact.
I heard that Fireman Ed is so dyslexic. His first chant was "Jets go Let's."
He forgot the third Jets. He's like Jets.
Let's.
Jets. So this is my last one. I heard that when Fireman Ed plans his comeback, since his reputation is so tarnished, he's gonna come back as Policeman Ed.
He's gonna come back as Mr. Ed. Fucking horse. JT.
Whoa, there's a touchdown.
JT.
Give me some more peanut butter. Oh.
Oh shit. All right.
It's always a pleasure, man. So
Oh wait, I still got one more. Come on, man.
no, I'm saying it's 2-minute warning. I love it. It's just my favorite part of the show. So go ahead.
So I hear that Jets fans have their own chant, and it's specifically for Ed. And
ED.
it's fuck off.
At least it's not ED. Imagine the whole crowd. ED. Nah.
They'll point to that.
Limp, dick. Fucking limp dick. Unreal. Unbelievable. Well, that was fun. So
always fun, bro. Always fun.
Yeah. So listen, big series today. Mets kick off at 1:00, right? Like you said, against the Phillies in about 20 minutes Eastern time.
I think it's 1:30 they start.
Or 1:30, 1:40.
Yeah.
College football's on. Tomorrow's week 2, and maybe we'll try to get after it next week, and we'll catch up.
Do another one, and then coming soon to our 25 viewers, we'll probably be back in the studio.
We end up back in the studio. We're gonna have 26 viewers.
Yep, in a couple of weeks. I already spoke to Ed about some studio time, and
okay,
we're gonna be jumping back in there. I have to leave my beautiful lair back here.
Yeah, you taking the piano home.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a Liberace tribute show.
Where's my fucking candelabra? It was right next to the lube. Where'd it go?
So, all right, man. I think we covered a lot. I think we did a lot of Mets. We didn't get to the Yankees as much as we wanted to, but there's always next week.
So always next week. So I'm sure we'll have more material. But all right, man. Well, listen. Enjoy your day, everybody. Thanks for watching, and yeah, we got a couple of things still coming through the pipe. We're still pretty new. I mean, only 11 episodes, but we're gonna try to make your viewing and listening experience a lot better and more fun if we could even do that.
Yep.
For the hundreds in attendance. So.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to put out a presence on social media, Mikey, so people can join in the fun.
Yeah, we'll have some guests. Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, sounds good, my man. You enjoy the rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon.
Talk soon.
All right, brother.
Later.
See you. Out.
Later. Oh, that's peace sign.